Hey guys, welcome to my channel. We are doing a review and unboxing of a bunch of moving parts that I have bought in 2023. Most of them were bought at Walmart, and there's a few that I got on the Whatnot app, and this is going to be a unboxing and review of these vehicles. So we're going to start with this really nice 1994 Mitsubishi Evolution 4 that is in the package. And this is from earlier in the year. It's back, and give me a second while I just unbox it, and then we will have a look at it. So there it is, guys. This is a moving parts, gold rims, and the moving part in this particular vehicle is the bonnet. You can see the detailing there is actually quite good. Fortunately, it doesn't stay up, but you get a feel for the vehicle. Back is detailed, no number plate, could customize it. This vehicle does feel a bit large, a bit tall compared to the other 1/64 scale vehicles that I have. That is, no rubber tires. These cost around $4.50 Canadian plus tax, so just over $5 Canadian. And the only real difference with these is that they do have some part that does open. This, I think, is a brand new casting, so I'm happy to add it to my collection. Okay, next we're going to look at another favorite of mine, the 1990 Toyota MR2 W20, which is also a new casting, and this comes with a lights up and a lights down version. And as you can see, it's the doors that open in this particular moving parts 70th anniversary vehicle. This is number 47 of 54. So a quick look at the back there. So that actually is 2022 Mattel 1990 Toyota MR2 W20, and there's the licenses. So give me a second while I crack that open. And just so you guys know, so this packaging, I'm not a big fan of it because it's difficult to store. So the bubble is in the middle, and then there's two white gaps. But what I've been told is that Matchbox redesigned the packaging so that when kids look at vehicles, all they see is the bottom of the card. So if we take this particular vehicle as an example, all they see is that. But with these moving parts, when a kid looks up at the vehicle, they actually see the car. You can see a picture of the car when it's sitting on the pegs. So just a quick explanation. I heard that somewhere at some point. I'm not sure on whose channel, but I just thought I'd share that. So anyways, give me a sec while I just unbox this. So there we have it, another fantastic casting. Doors that open. I really hope I find the lights down version of this somewhere. Toyota MR2. This actually looks very, very close to the actual vehicle. Look at that. That's just really, really well designed. I really, really hope I get the lights down version. I was at Walmart when a second version of this came out that was lights down, but had to give it up to a friend of mine because we're all collectors and he didn't have it. He didn't have any of them, so there you go. There's the vehicle. Hope they do this in a few colors and a few different variations, and I hope they someday add this to the main line because it is a fantastic car and a very, very collectible one at that. So I'm going to be fairly quick with these. Next we have this Mazda MX-30. There's the graphics. Just going to crack it open. Give me a second. So there's the Mazda SUV 2021 Mazda MX-30 in red. I think it came out in a gray, blue, and a black, and I do have them somewhere. I just haven't opened them yet. And the moving part in this looks like it is the trunk, which is tucked. There we go. They're definitely not as flexible. So it's a plastic moving part. When I was a kid, the moving parts were all metal, and they were far, far better engineered, and they actually opened without too much of a struggle. actually with no struggle. But this is once again a very, very well designed vehicle. It does look exactly or very close to the real car or the real vehicle. There's something in the trunk there. What is that? I'm not sure what that's supposed to be, but looks like a little dog or something, but I'm not sure what that is. But anyways, there it is. Very, very nice vehicle. Nice one to collect. If you don't have this in your collection, please get it. You won't regret it. All right, next let's look at a classic here, the 1964 Buick Riviera. Another new casting in black with a chrome base. Kids view, adults view. All right, just gonna crack that open. So open the Buick Riviera, and as you can see, the moving part is the doors. Oh, I think that's actually a metal part. That might be a metal moving door. Wow, look at that, full metal. Or is it plastic? Hard to tell. No, I think it's plastic. It says Riviera in gray, fully detailed side. Look at that. That looks sharp, doesn't it? '64 Buick Riviera. This is a very, very well designed vehicle. Look at that. Look at the detailing. Very well done. All right, next we're gonna look at, let's have a look here. Let's look at this. So 1963 Ford F-150. I ended up buying two of these because there were two different mixes with the exact same vehicle. So I have another one sitting right there, which I have to return to Walmart. There's the vehicle, chrome base again, Ford at the back. I think it's actually quite a nice vehicle. You can see the moving part doesn't fit very well. Like there's a big gap between, you see that? There's the second one I have that I didn't open. But when it's shut, sadly, there is a huge gap, which is actually quite disastrous, if you ask me, in terms of design. Not sure if the real vehicle had that, but the Matchbox version definitely does. Paint flow there, you can see a pinpoint. And not the best paint job, actually. Look at that. Almost feels like someone forgot to sand down the vehicle before they painted it. Anyways, other than the gap, it is a well-designed vehicle. I actually like this color. It does look quite similar to the real deal. And the moving part, as I previously mentioned, is the bonnet. So there we are. You can see the engine. It's fully detailed inside. It's hard to get my camera in there, but you can kind of see the red and the yellow, and there you go. All right, what are we going to look at next? Okay, next we're going to look at the Divco shell truck. This used to be originally a milk truck. I quite like this vehicle. A lot of people don't. I think it's a fun casting. The moving parts are the back doors there. Let's open it up and have a look at it. So they've opened it up, guys. Apologize for the glare. It's a sunny day in Richmond, BC, and I am getting a bit of glare, but I think the lighting is actually quite good. The natural lighting. Those are the moving parts. Nothing really too interesting in there. Divco truck. I always call it the Divco milk truck, but I guess they've made it in so many different liveries now you can't really call it a milk truck anymore. But nevertheless, very, very nice casting. I'm happy to add it to my collection, and I'm going to keep collecting them as they bring more out. And still got a few to go through, so give me a second while I pick another one. Okay, let's look at this. This one I purchased on Whatnot. It is a 2000 Nissan Xterra. We've seen these in several colors now. This one is from a couple of years ago, 2020. And the moving part is the back, and you can see a bunch of luggage in the back, which is really nice. I think that's some suitcases and maybe groceries. So give me a second while I open that up. This is an old casting, but it is a beautiful casting. Look at this. So well done. Even that gray plastic that they put on the bottom, which I usually don't like, actually looks good with this black paint and white lights. Look how good it looks when they finish it off. Fantastic paint, roof rack. See if I can focus in. I think that's, I'm not sure what that is, probably some groceries. Lots going on there. Not sure what this guy does for a living, but he's got a lot of stuff that's quite interesting at the back. It's really well designed, isn't it? Look at this. It's a smart looking vehicle, that. We put that down, and next we're going to open this Porsche 2020 Porsche 911 Carrera 4S, which is also a new casting for Matchbox. I think this is the first version of it. Opening doors. And I picked this up a couple of months ago, so it is a 2023 release. You can see the 70 years Matchbox sign. Give me a second while I open it up. There's a card, guys. I love this casting. I think it's fantastic. Look at this. Porsche 911 Carrera 4S. Look at that. The little elephant that symbolizes Thailand, which is where most Matchbox vehicles are made. Actually, I should say all Matchbox vehicles are made today. Fully detailed back. And opening doors. Left-hand drive. Yeah, that's fantastic. I really, really like that. Really happy to add that to my collection. Just a beauty. All right, next, what are we going to look at? Next, we're going to look at this 1975 Mitsubishi Lancer Celeste. Already have this in yellow somewhere, which I haven't opened yet, and I couldn't find it, so I didn't bring it to the table. Once again, 70 years of Matchbox celebration this year. Let's open this up. So there it is, guys, the Mitsubishi Lancer. Look at that. Trunk actually stays up. Look at the detailing on that. It's very, very well done. Bit rough on closing. Once again, doesn't fit the best, but this one's actually not bad. Bit of a gap again, as you can see. Matchbox engineering really needs to work on their products. Water would seep in the real world, and that would be that. Detail on the side. Fully detailed at the back. 1975 Mitsubishi Lancer Celeste. Very nice. I actually really like this color. I think it's very true to the era of this vehicle. And the chrome base is a fantastic touch. All right, what should we look at next? All right, let's so this is an older one. I got this on Whatnot. It was $3 US. I couldn't say no to it. I'm not sure if I already have it. I know I haven't opened it. 2004 Honda S2000, very popular car in Vancouver. This one's in white with gold rims, and those tires actually look really, really good. And it's got an opening hood, convertible. It's sort of a gray, dark gray, I would say, interior. And this one is from 2020. You can see the 2020 Mattel there. So this one's a few years old, but it was too good to pass up at $3 US. Let me open it up. So there's the detailed, look at that, the detailing in the engine. Inside the hood is fantastic. See how it closes. Little rough. Doesn't quite close as well as it should. So engineering in this too, not the greatest, and that's very likely because it's a plastic part. And they're combining metal and plastic, and their measurements are not perfect. I would say your charging and premium guys, Matchbox, give us premium quality material, in this case metal on metal. Look at that, beautiful. (2004) Honda S2000. It's a very, very nice car. Very happy to add this to my collection. Left-hand drive again. Yeah, this is really nice. I think that's it. This is the one more after this. Actually, let's do this one first. So here's a 1956 Morris Minor. This is the second version of it. We also saw it in brown. I have it. I couldn't find it. I have been told that this comes in left-hand drive, right-hand drive. I'm not sure. I think this is a left-hand drive version of it, and I'm not sure if I'm going to look for the right-hand drive because they're just too expensive to buy two of. And I like this casting. When I was in Sri Lanka, we'd see a ton of these 1956 Morris Minors. Especially as a kid, they were everywhere. Very, very popular family car back in the day. It's English roots. Hardy car. Quite heavy from what I remember. Alright, let me just open it up and let's have a look at it. And of course you can see it's different packaging on this particular one. It's of course the 70th anniversary celebration, but this one's got sort of a white backdrop as against, you know, orange on orange. On the other cars we saw, I'm not sure why they did this one differently, but they did. I'm sure there's a story behind it, but anyways, fantastic looking packaging. Just very, very difficult to store, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, I'm just going to open that up, and then we have one BMW to look at, and we will call it a day. So that is open. Not the best paint job on this one. Not sure if you can see it on camera, but see the paint job there? It's not quite the best. Look at that engine. Wow. That is nice. Once again, quite a big gap in the moving part. Plastic on metal. Oh, this one actually commemorates the 70 years on the car itself. It's the first one I've seen in the moving parts line that does that. And this one is left-hand drive, and I've been told that there's a right-hand drive version of this as well. And I'm guessing that's true for the original one, which is in a beige. That's actually a really nice car. Too bad the paint job on the version I got, not the best. You can see it there. Could be much better. I lied when I said there was only one more car, guys. There are two more cars. So let's start off with this one, which is, I think, a fantastic vehicle. The 2020 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat. I've got this in orange and black as well, I think. Anyways, I got a few versions of them, maybe even in white, that I haven't opened, but I'm gonna open this one. There it is. Give me a second while I open it, and then we have that BMW at the end, and that's it. So there it is open, guys. This one is a trunk that opens, and it's not detailed like the others we looked at, so it's just a sort of a, I'm not sure if you can see that. It's not really focusing in there. Anyways, very nice vehicle, good set of wheels, detailed back, number plate, it says Hellcat. Detailed front, left-hand drive. Such a really nice vehicle. Beautiful color. And I pulled one from the mainline just for comparison. So this is the 2020 version. This is a 2018 Dodge Charger, I think. Let's have a look. 2020 Dodge Charger. So a couple of years earlier, but there's the mainline version. Also fantastic casting. I love this casting. I've got several versions of it. And we've seen it in black in the new main lines that just came out. It's really nice. Last but not least, the 2016 BMW i8. There are quite a few of these in Vancouver, believe it or not. Pretty sure I see one at least once a month. It's an impressive looking car. It's 5 years old now, and more than 5, I guess it's 8 years old now. And I definitely turn my head and look at it every time I pass it. There is something to it that is quite futuristic. Alright, so let's crack this open. I do have that one to compare it to. I think that's the original moving parts. I do have it in gray as well, but I couldn't find it. But let's just open this and have a look at it. So it's open, guys. The moving part is the door, and in this case it's definitely a plastic piece. You can see the difference in color. Look at that. Terrible. Not a huge fan of these plastic pieces, because when they paint them, not only do they not fit that well, and you can see the paint job on all these vehicles have not been the greatest. You can see it's a totally different color, the plastic piece in the car. But still a very well designed car, other than the actual moving parts, the part that we're paying the big bucks for. It's good detailing on that, isn't it? Nice car. I'm glad to have this in my collection. Can't lie to you. I wish they were cheaper. These were a couple of bucks less. I think they'd be really, really value for money, but at almost $6, it's hard to buy them all, but I do buy the ones I do like. And there it is. And then if we just did a comparison to this one, I think this is actually a premium, because this one actually has rubber tires on it. So this is a premium with a door that opens. I found this at a charity shop for $1, so I couldn't say no to it. Yeah, this one's definitely a premium, because there's definitely rubber tires. Oh, this one looks like it's from the 65 year. So this is from 5 years ago. It commemorates the 65 years of Matchbox. You can see the 65 right there. And this one's actually a premium. It's not actually a part of the moving part series, but it's exactly the same. They're the same vehicle. One just says premium wheels. The other has just mainline wheels. And that's it, guys. So I'm just going to put the cars up there so we can open them all in one shot. So just a quick recap of the vehicles we looked at. There are some fantastic vehicles here. if I had to pick a favorite, I would say it is the MR2. This one just really is fantastic, and I'm really hoping that it comes back to Walmart and I am able to find a lights down version. It is phenomenal. Anyways guys, that's it for me. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so, and don't forget to like the video.